Let me tell you a story. So I've really just been the weird kid my whole life. So, I still am to this day. Like, I'm 18 years old, but we'll talk about that later. But my whole life, I've just been the weird kid. I used to be the skinny fat kid who was addicted to video games and didn't really play any sports. Like, all the other guys were playing sports and doing like football and stuff. And I was just that one kid who just didn't fit in. I never played sports. But then there was this one thing that would really set me apart from most people. So my personality type is I just really like to make people laugh. Like I'm still like this. I just get so much joy from, making people laugh. It just makes me happy. And the issue is people would start to really dislike me for that. They would think I'm weird because I would always be making like funny comments and stuff in class. And so I was quickly like the weird kid who would always try and make everybody laugh. But my mentality with that was I just didn't really care, honestly. Like I had this mentality and I'm so grateful I did. My younger self had this mentality. He was like, okay, I don't really care what other people say, if the teachers really hate on me for this, because if it makes me happy, then why should I care what they think? And I'm so grateful I had that mentality since I was young, because I still did that throughout all of high school, and it actually kept me somewhat happy. There's just one thing I need you to realize is that you are going to be hated if you follow this kind of lifestyle that I teach on this channel. So just like Jesus way back then, he was ridiculed and hated on for like teaching the gospel and everything. And it says in the Bible that if you follow his way, if you follow his teachings and everything, the world is going to hate you. Like that is just a fact, because you are not like acting like all the other people. You're like the weird kid basically. And so this can also be applied to so many things we do, just like with teaching the gospel to other people, but also with like working out and dieting. For example, when I started to work out and when I started to get into dieting, I wouldn't say my family hated me obviously, but they really started to not understand me. So I used to be like the funny kid out of my family. Everyone knew I was like a goofball and I was just that one silly kid, but I quickly became like the black sheep out of my family. I became the weird kid. I became that one kid that no one understood. And it really hit me one day when we had this family get together. Everyone was eating lunch and I was laying down in their living room alone, because everyone was talking and I heard my parents kind of saying bad stuff about me. And I remember I have this one cousin, my favorite cousin. He was going in there and then he was coming in and checking on me. Like he was actually like so understanding, so caring. I love him. He's like a little brother to me. But in that moment, that really hit me. I was like, okay, I've been the weird kid basically my whole life, and now that I'm working out and I'm dieting, nothing's changed. Like I'm still that weird kid, because like none of my family works out, none of my family's into dieting. Like that's such a weird concept to them. But I would always keep this one thing in mind, and I still do to this day, because I still feel like I don't really fit in with most people. All the kids at college are like going out and drinking alcohol, and I'm the only one that's like recording YouTube videos and like spreading the gospel and stuff. But you don't want to be like most people. People will say this is toxic or narcissistic, but it literally, like it says in the Bible, that you don't want to be like the world. You don't want to be like everyone else. You need to like follow the teachings of the gospel and everything, because when you like converts to this worldly ideology where you are, let's say, lazy, degenerate, you're like going out and drinking alcohol, you're doing what other people say is right, you are just going to live such a shit life. And when you live the kind of lifestyle that I preach on this channel, where you're improving your body by working out, you're getting into martial arts, you're doing all these cool things, all these things like prioritizing your mental health, becoming way happier than most people, you are going to be the weird kid. Like I just want you to know that you are going to be weird. But to that, I'll just say embrace it. Embrace being different from like everyone else, because it is so damn cool to not fit in. I used to be scared to not fit in. Like when I was younger and I was like that goofy kid, it was scary because I didn't really fit in at all. But now it's like I'm so glad I'm the weird kid, and I'm so glad I do not fit in with anyone. Like imagine the kind of things that you would have to do to fit in the modern day. You don't even exercise, you eat like processed food, you scroll, you have a pornography addiction, you go out and you party, you drink alcohol and everything, casual sex, hookups, all that kind of weird stuff. That's the kind of stuff that people would say like, oh, you're not weird if you do that, but hey, you're weird if you work out and you know, try and become more religious, and what else? You get into dieting and you're improving your mental health, and you delete like all the weird dopamine, like time consuming and like it just like dirty social media. You're weird for doing that, by the way. But to that I say, bro, just embrace being weird. Like, you obviously don't want to live like that, so to that I say, just embrace this path. When you're on this path where you're improving your life and everything, you're going to be ridiculed, made fun of, you're going to be like the weird kid in your family, but yeah, man, just embrace it. That's how you know you're on the right path in life. When people don't understand you because you're, you know, working so hard on like your athleticism or whatever it is you're focused on right now to do. Just embrace being weird. Raise your hand, say like, I'm proud of being weird. I'm proud of not fitting in the modern day. Because I honestly think it's like a modern day superpower, you know, like being able to just, you know, go to the gym and diet and, you know, have people like ridicule you, make fun of you, parents, family like saying bad stuff about you, and you just keep going because you know this is the right path. Like, if you're watching this deep into the video, you're just like me, you're weird like me, and you know this is the right path that we are supposed to be on. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed this video, check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.